First, the top headlines. Manipur's Nirupama Science and Miss Universe India bags fourth runner-up spot. The Supreme Court critiques the CFSL's handling of audio evidence in a case involving former Manipur CM and Biren Singh. Assam Public Service Commission drops controversial Manipur question after Meitei group's objection. Rupees 12 crore worth of drugs seized, suspected smuggler arrested in Senapati. Guwahati police summoned journalist Karan Thapar, Siddharth Baradaranjan on sedition linkage. India bloc fails former Supreme Court Judge Sudarshan Reddy as vice presidential candidate. Himanta Biswa Sharma warns strangers in Assam avows action against those crossing limits. And vote chori must end, Gogoi calls for safeguarding democracy. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime Time Bulletin, and this is Dr. Aleza giving you the news in detail. North is celebrated as one of its own claim a coveted position at the Miss Universe India 2025 finale in Jaipur on August 18. Sarangthem Nirupama from Kakching Khunau Lamhaba Laikai, Manipur, secured the fourth runner-up title while also winning hearts with the Miss Popular Award. The psychology student at City University, Punjab, proved that talent from the Northeast continues to make waves on national platforms. Her double victory, finishing in the top 5 and earning the public's favorite title of Miss Popular, showcased both her stage presence and fan following throughout the competition. Manika Vishwakarma from Rajasthan took home the ultimate prize, receiving the Miss Universe India 2025 crown from ongoing title holder Riya Singha during the glittering ceremony in Rajasthan's Pink City. The newly crowned queen will now prepare to represent India at the 74th Miss Universe pageant scheduled for November in Thailand. The competition saw fierce rivalry among contestants from across the country. Tanya Sama from Uttar Pradesh claimed the first runner-up position, followed by Mehak Dhingra as second runner-up and Amishi Kaushik from Haryana rounding out the top 5 as third runner-up. Adding to the Northeast strong showing, Mizoram's Evelyn Jachingpui made her mark by advancing to the competition's top 20 finalists, demonstrating the region's growing influence in national beauty pageants. Organized jointly by Glamanan Group and K. Shera box office, the second edition of Miss Universe India brought together beauty, talent and intelligence on one stage. The August 18 finale marked another milestone for the pageant, which chose Jaipur as its host city for the second consecutive year. The Supreme Court on August 19 expressed displeasure over the Central Forensic Science Laboratory's approach to testing audio recordings that allegedly point to the role of former Manipur Chief Minister and Biren Singh in the ethnic violence that erupted in the state last year, terming the exercise misdirected. A bench comprising Justices Sanjay Kumar and Satish Chandra Sharma said it hadn't asked about authenticity of audio clips but directed testing of the voice samples. The bench went on to tell Additional Solicitor General Aishwarya Bhatti We don't need authenticity of the video to be established. The entire exercise seems to be misdirected. Only wishy-washy answers are being given. The CFSL is under the impression that we want to know if the video is authentic or not. The top court also rejected an application filed by Singh's daughter seeking to be added as a party to the case and said it wasn't a family support program. Advocate Prasant Bhushan, appearing for petitioner Kuki Organization for Human Rights Trust Kohur, sought an independent SIT investigation in the matter. He alleged the same government, which the former chief minister belongs to, has administrative control over the CFSL laboratory. The bench, however, said you cannot suspect the bona fides of every organization on the ground of administrative control. We will have to bring an organization from abroad. The matter was posted for August 25 as Solicitor General Tushar Mehta was in another court. The top court previously cautioned the state government for not placing on record a fresh forensic report on the authenticity of leaked audio clips despite its directions. On May 5, a bench headed by former CJI Sanjeev Khanna examined a forensic report on authenticity of leaked audio clips, alleging role of former Manipur CM, and asked the state government to file a fresh report on the probe. It opened the still cover report of the Central Forensic Science Laboratory (CFSL) submitted by Mehta and asked him to seek instructions from the state officers on the investigation. The state government has informed the bench that a forensic report on the authenticity of the leaked audio clips alleging the role of Singh in the ethnic violence was ready to be filed. Singh resigned as the chief minister of Manipur on February 9 amid rumblings within the state BJP and growing demands for a change in leadership. The top court had previously sought a seal-cover forensic report from the CFSL on the authenticity of the leaked audio clips alleging Singh's role in the ethnic violence that began in May 2023. Kohur had sought a court-monitored SIT probe into Singh's alleged role. Bhushan termed the contents of the audio leaks a very serious matter and said Singh was purportedly heard saying that Meitei groups were allowed to loot arms and ammunition of the state government. On November 8 last year, a bench headed by former CJI D.Y. Chandrachud directed Kohur to produce material to indicate the authenticity of some of the leaked audio clips. Over 260 people were killed and thousands displaced since the ethnic violence broke out between the Imphal Valley-based Meitei and neighboring hills-based Kuki communities in May 2023. The clashes began after a tribal solidarity march was organized in the hill districts to protest against an order of the Manipur High Court on the Meitei community's demand for scheduled tribe status. Bhushan alleged that the recorded conversation prima facie saw the complicity of and involvement of the state machinery in the violence against the Kuki-Jo community. He said the clips had disturbing conversations and Singh could be heard instigating the violence and protecting the attackers. Kohur's plea alleged that Singh was instrumental in inciting, organizing and thereafter centrally orchestrating the large-scale murder, destruction and other forms of violence against the Kuki-dominated areas in Manipur. The Assam Public Service Commission APSC has decided to cancel course number 95 from the recently held Agricultural Development Officer examination after objections were raised over its reference to the ongoing Manipur crisis. The decision came following a representation from the Manipur-based Meitei Heritage Society (MHS), which alleged that the question was mischievous and aimed at maligning the Meitei community. The group argued that the framing amounted to a one-sided portrayal of the ethnic conflict, ignoring the role of Kuki-Chin militants and Kuki-Jo civil society organizations, as noted in reports by the NIA, CBI, and a Supreme Court-appointed committee. In its statement on Monday, the MHS said the matter undermined the principles of fairness, impartiality, and integrity expected from a public service commission. It asked the APSC to ensure the question was not evaluated. Such selective targeting is unbecoming of an institution entrusted with impartiality, the group noted. APSC Chairman Debraj Upadhyaya clarified that question papers are set by independent subject experts and remain sealed until examination day. We don't have any role in setting the questions. These are prepared by different subject experts and sealed until examination day. There is no political involvement, he said. Acknowledging the sensitivity of the matter, the APSC in a formal communication via mail to MHS wrote, "This is to inform you that the Assam Public Service Commission has decided to drop /delete/cancel question number 95. The MSS welcomed the move while stressing that the controversy highlighted the urgent need for greater scrutiny and sensitivity in framing questions for competitive examinations, especially when they touch upon ongoing ethnic and political crises." It may be mentioned that yesterday the Manipur-based Meitei Heritage Society has sought clarification from the Assam Public Service Commission regarding a controversial question related to the ongoing Manipur crisis that was allegedly included in the recently held Agricultural Development Officer examination. In a statement issued on Monday, the MHS alleged that a mischievous question was asked during the August 10 examination with the intent to malign the Meitei community. The organization urged the APSC to declare the question null and void to ensure it is not used for evaluation purposes. Describing the matter as a one-sided portrayal, the MHS said such framing was unbecoming of a public service commission entrusted with fairness, impartiality, and integrity. The MHS further contended that the question and its subsequent answer key ignored the role of Kuki Chin militants and Kuki Jo civil society organizations in the Manipur conflict. The organization said it had submitted a strong representation to the APSC, pointing out the selective targeting of one community while disregarding publicly available reports, including those by the NIA, CBI, and a Supreme Court appointed committee, which highlighted the role of Kuki groups. Indian security forces have seized contraband worth over ₹12 crore from the international black market and arrested a suspected smuggler in Manipur Senapati district, police said on Tuesday. Acting on intelligence inputs, a joint team comprising Assam Rifles, CRPF, and Manipur Police intercepted a four-wheeler carrying psychotropic drugs along National Highway 102. The vehicle was transporting the contraband from More on the Manipur-Myanmar border to T Khulen village in northern Senapati. The arrested individual has been identified as MD Sajid Khan, 35, a resident of Thaubal Mojing in Thaubal district. Authorities seized the following from his possession: approximately 3.2 kg of World is Your WY tablets, one Mahindra Bolero vehicle, one mobile phone, and one Aadhaar card. The estimated value of the drugs in the international market is around ₹12 crore. The suspect and the seized items have been handed over to the officer in charge of the concerned police station for further investigation. A case has been registered under the ND and PS Amendment Act 2023. A Manipur police constable has recently been suspended after being caught along with another man for allegedly extorting money from people at Yaripok Tingtha in Imphal East District. The incident took place under Andro Police Station and was confirmed in the State Police Morning Bulletin on Tuesday. Police have arrested the two accused identified as Tampak Mayum Arsad of Yaripok Tulihal Idiga Manak and MD Amumacha of Yaripok Tulihal Makalaikai on August 16. The accused have been remanded into police custody. Police later confirmed that MD Amumacha is a serving constable with Bishnupur District Police, currently attached to CID Special Branch. Following this revelation, the Manipur government placed him under suspension and ordered a departmental enquiry. Assam Rifles has entered into an agreement with the Indian Institute of Information Technology, Manipur, to advance the use of drone technology in defense and security operations. The Memorandum of Understanding was signed on Monday at Mantripukri in Imphal West District. The collaboration is aimed at strengthening surveillance, reconnaissance, and logistics support through indigenous drone systems. As part of the initiative, an advanced drone training and refresher course was launched to equip Assam Rifles personnel with skills in drone flight operations, maintenance, and DGCA certified training. The signing ceremony was attended by March General Rav Rup Singh, Inspector General of Assam Rifles South and the Director of ELITETV Manipur. The event also featured the formal exchange of documents and discussions on the indigenization of drone technology. Nearly 80 participants, including defense personnel and ELITETV faculty, took part in the program, highlighting the growing cooperation between the armed forces and academic institutions to promote innovation and capacity building in security technologies. All Manipur Hockey United Club staged a sit-in protest today at Kuman Lampak Stadium with a demand to follow one game, one body, which was instructed by Indian Olympic Association. Expressing anguish over the dying condition of hockey sports in Manipur, sit-in protest was carried out, participated by many players, coaches and members of many hockey clubs based in Manipur. The irritated protest highlighted how players were deeply affected by having many organizations for one particular game. Addressing to media at the sidelines of the protest, the president of AMHUC Soraisem, Ratan Singh, said that they are deeply saddened by the constant degradation of hockey status in Manipur, despite it was once a popular game producing many Olympians. The present pathetic condition of hockey has demoralized many, which will affect in their sporting career. He continued and urging the authorities concerned to take up appropriate steps to preserve and promote hockey in Manipur. Stressing on existence of more than one organization for hockey in Manipur, he alleged that a court case related to some organizations of hockey has impacted to players. The state government has neglected to take steps for welfare hockey players and also stops getting financial assistance from Hockey India. While urging to follow one game, one body, which was instructed by the Indian Olympic Association, he said that there is an ardent need to address this issue, keeping in view of future sportsmen who want to become hockey players. Now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Achauba Kayauba Yumpam Amas Hanjari, Imphal West District National Highway 2 Gimanak Nakna, Kaming Mamang Lekai Daleba, Kayauba Achauba Yumpam Amas Hanjari, Kayauba Yumpam Segi Park Chauba, Asang Bana Fit, Humfudra Mapani, Aduga Apakwana Kuntraga Mangani, Godown Noiba, Business Toba Made, Office Soiba Yabagi Kudong Trabale, Parking Su, Marang Kainale, Thagi Rent, Wari Sanaduna, Tanabayagani, Hena Akupamaro Gidamak, mobile number 9366056919 da contact tawbiba yagani.
Soikiba khongthang amada syringe sama share tawminakibana hepatitis B amadi C changloi hyperlate maik asi yauraba yetum syringe share tawminabadagi leina asi sandoi aduga loina B amasung C asi leina asiga sagonana hingliba miyoisinga haktinarubadagi amasung mamadagi machada sandoi ayambana layong asi liver dagi fudoraktriba fawba khangba ngamde.
Report ki matungina hepatitis C positive oire adubu phajana laying abadi tha ahum dagina tha taru fawbi gi manungda irai laina fahanba ngamlaban
treatment to di fani haba
hoi adubu laina asi ngakthokna bagi hauju fawbi gi oina vaccine chingba adu leitri laying duna faraba miyoi singda su hepatitis C asigi immunity leitaba maramna karinguba matungda adomna yetum syringe share tominarabadi amuk hana narakani
adumoinamak IDU singna hepatitis B digi ngakthoknaba vaccine asi kaptokpigadabani amasung yetum syringe share toroidabani.
Chahini Fuhena, Babina, Haibamaming Asina, Anala Yengilamda, Tazaba, Quality Leba Madi, Jackson Honabagi Kudam, Oiduna Lakli.
Diagnostic Tagi Horaga, Multi Speciality Hospital Amadi, Cancer Care Faubada, Babinana Mangzil Thaduna Laki.
Hojik amuk makhatana changsilaktuna mayamgi mafamda khudol tamjari Babina Institute of Nursing Manipur Nursing Council nasu recognize tawraba.
Matam gachunarba classroom advanced lab sing leijari.
Babina Multi Specialty Hospital amadi AOI Babina Specialty Hospital da clinical training fangbiyo.
Expert faculty nupa amasung nupi gi tokhaiba hostel sel yamna changdana.
Babina Hospital amadi khongbu oiriba institute sing da thabak tawbagi khudong chaba su pizari.
Hojik admission hojare suknatagi sit nipu khaktani ahan balakpada khudong chaba pijagani.
Babina Institute of Nursing Nurturing Care Inspiring Growth.
Sajiwa Zel Road Khabai Soi Imphal East.
Welcome back. Now moving on to the news. The Guwahati police has summoned senior journalist Siddharth Varadarajan and Karan Thapar in connection with a case registered on sedition charges according to the notices. The two journalists, both with digital media platform The Wire, have been asked to appear before the crime branch of Guwahati police on August 22. The identical summonses stated, "It is revealed that there are reasonable grounds to caution you to ascertain the facts and circumstances from you in relation to the present investigation." However, no FIR or charges were provided to the accused scribes along with the summonses, an official of The Wire said. The police have not shared any information about the case. Repeated calls made to senior police officials for details went unanswered. While Varadarajan's summons was received on August 14, Thapar got his on Monday. The notices 1. Failure to attend/comply with the terms of this notice can render you liable for arrest. The summonses were issued by Crime Branch Inspector Saumar Jyoti Ray, referring to FIR number 03/2025, registered at the Crime Branch under sections 152, 196, 197, 1 D/36, 353, 45 and 61 of the BNS. Section 152 of BNS addresses acts endangering the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. It effectively replaced Section 124A of the IPC, which was put on hold by the Supreme Court in May 2022. A fresh political contest is set to unfold in the run-up to the vice presidential elections as the opposition's India bloc on Tuesday announced its nominee, former Supreme Court Judge Sudarshan Reddy. The move came even as Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged the opposition to support the ruling NDA's candidate, senior BJP leader CP Radhakrishnan. Reddy, who retired as a judge of the Supreme Court in 2011, earlier served as the Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court and as a judge of the Andhra Pradesh High Court. He is widely regarded for his work in upholding constitutional values and advocating for social and political justice. Announcing his candidature, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge described the upcoming election as an ideological battle, asserting that democratic values were under attack. He stressed that all opposition parties were united behind Reddy's nomination. Speaking to India Today TV, Reddy himself appealed for broad support, stating, "I appeal to all parties to support me." The announcement signals a direct face-off between the NDA and the India bloc, turning the vice presidential poll into a larger test of political unity and ideological positioning. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma has raised concerns over what he described as trans people visiting the state from outside. He warned that anyone trying to disrupt law and order or engage in fundamentalist activities would face arrest. Speaking to reporters at the Guwahati Medical College and Hospital GMCH on Monday night, Sharma said, "We are keeping a track of them. They had also come when the NRC was being updated in the state and spoiled the entire exercise. If they step beyond the limits of the rules, they will be arrested." The Chief Minister claimed that some of these individuals, including advocates from Mumbai and Kerala, were involved in influencing sensitive matters in Assam. "We will not tolerate any fundamentalist activities or politics on sensitive issues, whether they come from Kerala, Mumbai or Delhi," he said, adding that such visitors promote and protect activities of certain sections. On the National Register of Citizens issue, Sarma alleged that deliberate manipulation took place during the updating process. These people created false records by taking advantage of the same names of individuals and entering the names of those who did not deserve to be on the list, he said. He linked some of these practices to the ideas of social activist Harsh Mander. The state government, according to him, has compiled evidence of anomalies over the past 5 years and is preparing to submit findings to the Supreme Court. Sarma also mentioned that a BBC team had recently visited Uriamghat, the site of a large eviction drive. He said the team was not allowed into forest areas without prior permission. We are taking actions briefly this time, and we will not allow any individual or group to take advantage of these issues, he added. Without naming him directly, Sarma accused Congress MP Gogoi of links to foreign funding through his NGO Farm to Food and raised questions over initial funding for the University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya. I am saying this directly and they can file a case against me, the Chief Minister said. Sarma further alleged that AIUDF Chief Badruddin Ashmal and Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind leader Mahmood Madani had promised homes for victims of the 2013-14 Kokrachar violence using external funding. Reiterating his government stance, Sarma said eviction drives against encroachment will continue with support from both the Supreme Court and the Guwahati High Court. Congress MP Gogoi has strongly voiced concerns over the credibility of the Election Commission, urging for the protection of democratic values and constitutional safeguards. Democracy should be safeguarded, the right to vote should be safeguarded, the Election Commission should remain impartial, and the constitutional structure envisioned by Baba Saheb Ambedkar should be protected. We are working towards ending vote chori, but there are some who wish for it to continue, Gogoi said in a pointed statement. He further criticized the EC for what he described as a missed opportunity to address the questions raised by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and the opposition. What the Election Commission said yesterday only raises further doubts. They had a chance to answer Rahul Gandhi and other opposition parties, but either they lacked the answers or were instructed not to respond. That was very clear, Gogoi remarked. Congress MP Gogoi also launched a sharp attack on Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, accusing him of behaving like a king and treating the people of Assam as second-class citizens. Speaking to reporters, Gogoi said the Chief Minister took pride in wielding power but lacked the humility to serve the people. Late Tarun Gogoi was the minister for 15 years, but he never considered himself all-powerful. He always worked for the people, he said, contrasting the current CM style of governance with that of his father. Gogoi alleged that Himanta Biswa Sarma projected himself as an upper-class leader while disconnecting from the masses. If this is what he wants, let it be. But we in the Congress will always stand with the people, even if it means being second-class citizens. We are proud to be with them, he said. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has welcomed the Guwahati High Court's directive to fence forest land, calling the ruling a major boost to the state's campaign against encroachment. He said the verdict empowers the government to push forward with more eviction drives and ensures that political promises to restore land to encroachers will no longer stand. The division bench headed by Chief Justice Ashwini Kumar and Justice Arun Dev Chowdhury ordered the state to fence reserve forests and warn against fresh intrusions. Encroachers have been given 15 days to reply to notices and another 15 days to vacate. The court also held government officials accountable for allowing encroachments to grow unchecked. Sarma argued that large-scale encroachments occurred under previous governments and insisted that those responsible must face action. He stressed that the latest ruling has provided legal clarity, strengthening the state's resolve to free forest land. Recent eviction drives underline that push. In Uriamghat, Golaghat district, more than 10,000 bighas were cleared earlier this month, followed by nearly 2,500 bighas in the Rengma Reserve Forest. The government claims to have reclaimed over 1.29 lakh bighas of forest and government land across Assam to date. Officials said operations have dismantled numerous illegal structures across several high-density encroachment zones including Bidyapur, Pithagat, Sonaribil, Doyalpur, Doloni Pathar, Kherbari, Anandapur and Madhupur. With the High Court's order in place, the state is preparing for stricter enforcement, with SERMA making it clear that the government will not compromise in its effort to protect forest land. Rajya Sabha on Monday passed the Indian Ports Bill 2025, replacing the colonial-era Indian Ports Act of 1909. The legislation, already cleared by the Lok Sabha, now awaits presidential assent before becoming law. Introduced by Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sarbananda Sonowal, the bill seeks to modernize port governance, foster center-state collaboration, ensure environmental compliance, and strengthen investor confidence in India's port-led development strategy. This is a milestone reform that unlocks India's maritime potential as envisioned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Sonowal said in the upper house, ports are not just gateways for trade, they are engines of economic growth, employment and sustainable development. With this bill, India transitions from catcher mode to global maritime leadership. Maritime State Development Council MSDC, a statutory consultative body to coordinate between the center and coastal states, tasked with preparing a national perspective plan for integrated port development. The two-day monsoon session of the Mizoram Legislative Assembly will be held on August 27 and 28, and officials said on Monday. The meeting of the Business Advisory Committee (BSC), chaired by Mizoram Speaker Lalbiak Jama, recently took out a detailed program and decided that the upcoming session will last for 2 days, he said. The official also said that the Assembly Secretariat has so far received one fresh bill. The Mizoram local body Ombudsman Bill 2025 and an amendment bill from the Land Revenue Department, both to be tabled during the two-day session. In addition, one official resolution from the Forest Department, 250 state questions and 124 unstate questions have been received as of Monday to be tabled and answered by the concerned ministers during the session, he said. The upcoming monsoon session will be the fifth session of the current 9th State Legislative Assembly after the Joram People's Movement (JPM) came to power in December 2023, the official added. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur's Nirupama Science at Miss Universe India bags fourth runner-up spot. The Supreme Court critiques the CFSL's handling of audio evidence in a case involving former Manipur CM and Biren Singh. Assam Public Service Commission drops controversial Manipur caution after Meitei group's objection. Rupees 12 crore worth of drugs seized, suspected smuggler arrested in Senapati. Guwahati police summoned journalist Karan Thapar, Siddharth Baradarajan on sedition link case. India bloc fields former Supreme Court Judge Sudarshan Reddy as vice presidential candidate. Himanta Biswa Sharma warns strangers in Assam avows action against those crossing limits. And vote chori must end. Gogoi calls for safeguarding democracy. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching.